This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one website building platform. Okay, hear me out. What if that fashion item you used to think was ugly but have now suddenly found yourself warming up to isn't suddenly appealing to you because it's actually been your personal style all along, but maybe because you've been repeatedly exposed to it over and over again through social media and marketing and manipulated into thinking it totally resonates with you, when in reality you will be totally over it in 2 years. Hi friends. Last week I talked about fashion and trends I am loving at the moment. So of course I had to provide a counterbalance video this week on current or upcoming trends that I am passing on. Because while I love talking about what I'm loving and what excites me in fashion, it's always helpful to have a little de-influencing messaging beamed into your brain. Some reminders that even if something you keep seeing on your feed on all the cool girlies is starting to appeal to you suddenly, if it wouldn't actually work for your wardrobe, your lifestyle, or your tastes, you can just skip it. And you are not any less stylish for that. Let's get into it. The first trend I am skipping is ballet flats. My go-to everyday shoes are these, and these. I simply require shoes with some heft to them. I am somewhat short, I'm 5'3", so I always just like having that extra inch or two, and I think even more significantly, I don't just want my shoes to have height. I want them to have some visual weight. I don't even really know why I so prefer chunkier shoes. My best guess is that I tend to like sort of voluminous, oversized outfits on top, so then I also need some weight to the shoes to balance out the top part of the outfit. Regardless, I pretty much always choose a more substantial shoe over a more low-profile one. They just feel more me. Oh, and I need the arch support. That's honestly one of the biggest questions I have for people who wear ballet flats. How are these thin, flat, barely there little shoes not killing your feet? Because they would kill mine. I am looking for answers. With that knowledge, the ballet flat trend has honestly not even really tempted me, because even when I do see versions that I think look cute, I just know I would not wear them. And truthfully, I actually already own some sort of ballet flat adjacent shoes. I have these sort of Mary Jane / fisherman sandal red flats, and these sort of nude heeled mules that have a very ballet shoe-esque shape to them. And I quite rarely wear either of these. And the things I like about them and keep them around for aren't that ballet flat type look. I also owned ballet flats in middle school, as many of us did, circa 2010. And I don't remember feeling literally anything towards them. They were just sort of the default dressier shoe for a girl child in 2010. And I promise you, I have been passionate about clothes my entire life. I had other clothes at age 10 that I loved and felt so excited about wearing. So if ballet flats have been present throughout my life and I have never felt any connection with them, I think that means they're just not my thing. The next trend I am skipping is off-the-shoulder tops. This is for two reasons. One, I never end up liking how these look on me. Proportionately, my shoulders are relatively broad, which I don't mind. I'm not like actively self-conscious about it, but I think perhaps tops like this exaggerate that feature in a way I find unappealing on myself. Weirdly, I can get behind a very wide neckline that goes out to like the tips of my shoulders, like this top I'm wearing right now. I think because this style sort of perfectly aligns with the wider shoulders, but when you just cut a straight line all the way across off the shoulders, it's giving Gru. The second reason I am skipping this trend is that I also find these tops impractical temperature-wise. Not to sound like your mom telling you to put on a jacket, but I just think I would always be either too hot or too cold in one of these tops, because they're always long sleeves, so you have like so much exposed here, but then everything covered on your whole sleeves and your torso. It's the same timeless conundrum as the cropped sweater that you never end up wearing. Okay, I started with two reasons, but now while we're at it, I'm like, and another thing. I also think these tops all look the same. It's not that off-the-shoulder tops in general are trending. It's that this specific form-fitting, unembellished, solid, neutral off-the-shoulder top is trending. So they all look the same and they look boring. Like, I know these probably wouldn't realistically be for me either for the reasons I already just described, but I know I would be much more tempted if we were seeing off-the-shoulder tops with like cool sculptural elements and embellishments and color and detail. But I mean, this, absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's lovely, it looks lovely, but like, it's just a generic shirt. It's the specific, currently trending iteration of a generic shirt that we're then all gonna get over because it's so trendy in this moment. And I promise you, you do not need it. to complete your wardrobe. All right, next up on the chopping block, polka dots. Miu Miu, Jacquemus, probably a third designer that I didn't see, all had popular polka dot looks in their fall 2023 collections. I've been seeing the fashion girlies rocking more polka dots lately, and to these I say, meh. They're fine. They're not offensive to me. Clearly, I even own some, but they just don't particularly appeal to me in any way. Polka dots to me are like one of those vegetables that you're fine with. You'd eat it if someone served it to you, but you wouldn't actively choose it of your own accord. Like, it can be part of a delicious dish, but it's not what's making the dish delicious. For me, that's carrots. This dress is actually a perfect example of it being part of a delicious dish, but not making the dish delicious. This was a thrift swap hand-me-down from Kathleen, and I love this dress. I love the silhouette. I get a good amount of wear out of it, but I don't love it because of the polka dots, you know? They just happen to be there. I do tend to love pattern in general. I love stripes, plaid, paisley, I'm cool with florals, so I don't really know what it is about polka dots that makes me like them less. I don't know, if anyone has any psychoanalysis for me, why you think I don't like polka dots, let me know. The truly sick and twisted thing about this is while I was sourcing my reference photos for this video, a lot of these trends actually started to grow on me from seeing them styled in interesting ways over and over. Maybe there's a trying to style trends I hate video in our future. Let me know if you want to see that. Oh, and finally, before we move on to our next trend, let me thank Squarespace for supporting my channel by sponsoring this video and for being my favorite website design platform I have ever used. If you need a website for any reason, a portfolio, a project, a business, making a Beep World hate forum where you can gossip about how wrong I am about the trends in this video, please do yourself a favor and make it with Squarespace. But also, please do me a favor and don't actually make that last site. Squarespace's templates are gorgeous and customizable. Their design system, Fluid Engine, makes all that customization easy and straightforward with drag and drop technology. And Squarespace also lets you market and sell through your site. What more could you ask for? So click the link in my description for a free trial and to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. All right, the next item is not a new or upcoming trend for this fall winter. She's been around a year or two, but she persists. The denim maxi skirt. Inexplicably, I like a denim dress. I like a denim jacket. I don't like it as a skirt. I don't know. My theory is that how you feel about this trend is directly correlated to how traditionally religious your upbringing was. Because I was raised Catholic, I went to church every Sunday, I went to Catholic school, and on many an occasion, my Catholic school teachers donned their own denim maxi skirts. So that is still my primary association with them. And there's nothing wrong with being a middle-aged Catholic school teacher, but I am not any of those things. So it's just not necessarily the vibe I am trying to communicate to others. Of course, the denim maxi skirt does not always communicate this vibe today. I personally do not look at outfits like this and think Catholic school teacher, but because the association is there for me, I think if I wore it, I would feel like a Catholic school teacher. Also, this might sound a little ridiculous, but you know how you can make jeans into a denim maxi skirt? And sometimes they're kind of made to look like they're made of an old pair of jeans on purpose. When I see skirts like this, I can't unsee the pair of jeans. It's like a pair of pants is superimposed onto the skirt. It's almost an optical illusion that they're just wearing very weirdly ill-fitting pants. And I just can't mentally get past it. I'm like, those are pants and they look wrong. The next trend I cannot really imagine myself ever partaking in, and that is Adidas Sambas, or Onitsuka Tigers, or any trendy sneaker. I just simply don't care about sneakers enough to ever actively seek out one specific brand or model. To me, honestly, a sneaker is a sneaker. Like, there's nothing about this that looks objectively better or more stylish than any of these. You know? I like sort of a retro sneaker. I'm not really into like running shoes as fashion, but beyond that, I'm really not picky. I guess part of it is like, I'm just not a sneaker girly, but I feel like a lot of people who are into these aren't especially a sneaker girly. It's not like only sneakerheads getting the trendy shoes. I would imagine the sneakerheads don't like the trendy shoes and are sick of them. I just always hear people being like, they're so cute, they go with everything. And I'm like, well, that's true of a ton of sneakers. So why these ones, you know? I've never seen anyone articulate why they think it's cute. Is it possible that it's just because of what they represent, because of status attachment to them? You know what I mean? If you are planning to get yourself some new sneakers anytime soon, I would suggest taking some time to consider exactly what traits you are looking for in a sneaker. Do you want it to be slim and low profile? or big and chunky, high top or low top? What kind of colorway, design, material? Also figure out your quality needs. What kind of support does your foot need? What sort of activities will you be wearing them for? And then try to find a shoe that fits that. And if the best possible shoe to fit exactly that happens to be the popular trendy sneaker, then so be it. But I imagine for many people, if they go through that checklist, they will realize that their checklist can apply to multiple different options. The next item on this list is my least favorite, easily. The rest are things I don't think look objectively bad, they're just not for me. But this one, let's just get into it. It's those damn skinny glasses. You know, I generally am of the belief that no fashion looks objectively good or bad, and that fashion isn't even about looking good or bad. It's about communicating something with what you're wearing. But to me, the only thing these communicate is I am the dorkiest kid in your 5th grade class in 2007. And no shade to those kids from elementary school. I hope all are thriving now. But I just don't understand why anyone would make that particular choice in what they're communicating through their style as an adult in 2023. Maybe these glasses do not have that connotation for everyone else. I don't know, but I just have a visceral response to them. Maybe it's just because I was a very dorky, weird little 5th grader in 2007. I didn't even wear glasses, but that was really the only non-dorky thing I had going for me. Maybe the fear of what sort of chaos and doom those glasses would have wrought on my 5th grade life just sunk itself permanently into my subconscious. You know, as I unpack this baggage, I am realizing I feel so strongly about these glasses, but I haven't said anything about how they actually look, how that specific shape visually affects your face. So I think for me, this has virtually nothing to do with how they actually look, and everything to do with the vivid association with the experience of being a cringy 11-year-old. If anyone who really likes these glasses is watching, I would love to know what your associations with them are. Do you not have that awkward, geeky association that I have? Maybe you do have that association, but that is what makes them subversive and cool to you now. I just would love to hear why you like them and what vibe they give off to you. The next trend I am skipping is what I am going to call corporate overlord chic. I have seen fashion publications refer to it as corp core or corporate core, which I hate. Basically what I mean is this trend towards fully solid neutral outfits made up of professional wear, like button-ups, blazers, trousers, waistcoats, etc. This style kind of feels to me like if somebody was actively trying to engineer the exact opposite of my personal style. It's plain, it's neutral, it's minimal, it's serious, it's modern, it's sharp, it's kind of cold. It just simply could not resonate with me less. I honestly think the colors are the biggest factor here. I just never wear all neutral outfits. If these same sorts of tailored dressy items were being shown in fun colors and prints and patterns, I think I would love it. In fact, that sounds kind of similar to some of the trends that I discussed in last week's video. But this is like if you took that and you just zapped all the life and personality out of it. I also don't hate neutrals. Usually I'll mix them with colors, but I like what they can add. I like that they can be cozy and earthy, but this look is the coldest, least cozy neutrals, and then they're all paired together. This is just sort of the complete antithesis of everything I enjoy, and that feels like me in fashion. I might wear this to a job interview and nowhere else ever in my life. You know how earlier when I was talking about off-the-shoulder tops, I said there was another item that just always looks almost exactly the same every time I see it? We have arrived at that item. It is red tights. I have a bone to pick with red tights because I actually love how it looks. I love a pop of red. I love this outfit. But the thing is, it's just this outfit over and over. I could have put different pictures of the same outfit in here 3 different times and you wouldn't even notice. I actually almost did that by accident. It's the way that I'm seeing them styled is with a fully neutral outfit with a mini skirt or mini dress. There's only so many ways that can look, and they all look similar to each other. Sometimes people get a little more creative. They go full red monochrome, which I can admire for its boldness. And I mean, like I said, I love both of these options. However, if you want some of these tights because you love these two looks, be fucking for real with me. Realistically, are you going to wear them more than twice? Look me in the eyes. Can you tell me 5 different outfits in your closet that you realistically would wear these with? As you can probably tell, I had this heart-to-heart with myself, and the answer was no, absolutely not. Could I come up with 5 ways to style them? Sure. I'm endlessly creative and fashionable. But would I realistically want to wear them in all 5 of those outfits? No. I don't even like wearing tights. I find them kind of uncomfortable. I also want to be clear, I certainly don't think these are the only ways red tights can be styled and look good. It was very hard to find example photos that don't fit this mold, but I love these looks with red tights. However, if you've just been seeing the neutral red tights outfit over and over again, and that's the only look that you want them for, perhaps, just perhaps, it is less that red tights are just so totally your vibe and your style, and more that at this specific moment in fashion culture, they will signify you as a fashion girly in this one outfit, and then they will go unused from then on. And that is not a good reason to add them to my wardrobe. Please tell me your thoughts on all these trends in the comments, if you like them, if you hate them, if you wear them all the time, and for you, they are a great addition to your wardrobe. Oh, and tell me trends you're passing on. If you have any trends that you have like a personal gripe with, I would like to know what they are, because I'm nosy. Oh, and if you leave a comment, watch another video like this one, the algorithm specifically chose this to serve to you. They said the person watching this would like this specific video. So check it out. And if you subscribe to my channel, I heard the girlies rocking the corporate overlord chic style will not sell your data.